No quit, Penn State men's hockey resiliency shines in NCAA Regional Final win over UConn. A little under 2 months ago, Penn State was 7-9, dead last in the Big Ten and still searching for its first conference win almost 10 weeks into the season. Climbing back into the national rankings seemed like a long shot, an NCAA tournament berth seemed all but incomprehensible. Fast forward 87 days later, the Nittany Lion bench cleared as gloves and sticks rained down on the ice at the PPL Center after downing UConn 3-2 in overtime in the NCAA Tournament Regional Finals. The team that was written off by the hockey world became the hottest team in college hockey, earned its 4th NCAA tournament appearance, breezed past number 3 Maine in the regional semifinals, and clinched its first ever Frozen Four appearance. There were times this year when people wrote us out, and we never did, Senior Captain Simon Mack said. We always had the belief that we could get to this position, so to be here with it in front of us now, there's not really emotions to describe it. For a group that never quit, it only made sense that arguably its most important game to date, both this season and in program history, required 2 comeback bids and an overtime redemption. Penn State's opening minutes almost mirrored that of Friday night, with a strong offensive showing in the opening minutes shut down by a score from the opposing team. The Huskies got the scoring started in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Sunday night after sophomore forward Jake Richards sent a pass to a wide-open Joey Muldowney, who ripped a shot just past the stick of goaltender Arsenii Sergeyev. While trailing early in an elimination game is never ideal, the Nittany Lions had been in the position before, and instead of cracking under pressure, they turned their play up a notch. In the next 10 minutes, the blue and white recorded 21 shots to UConn's 2 and dominated possession in the offensive zone. It only seemed a matter of time before a puck found the back of the net, and red-hot sophomore forward Dane Dawiak was the one to tie it with about 6 minutes to go in the period. Graduate student Tyler Paquette sent a slot pass to Dawiak, who potted one off the left post and behind UConn goaltender Callum Tung for his 3rd goal of the tournament. The Nittany Lions maintained momentum through the opening minutes of the second period and kept their foot on the offensive pedal. However, the Huskies also started to ramp up their play and were the ones to break the tie about 8 minutes into the middle frame. Junior forward Tabor Heaslip sent a bouncing puck toward Sergeyev, who couldn't keep track and let one pass to give the Huskies the lead once again. For the second time that night, the blue and white found itself trailing. The resiliency of the unit once again reared its head, however, and 30 seconds later, freshman forward J.J. Wiebusch evened the score. Wiebusch intercepted a Huskies attempt to clear, toe-dragged, and sent a shot to the top left corner of the goal in a highlight-worthy play. The two teams were sent to the locker rooms in a deadlock for the second time, and headed into the final period of play with a trip to the Frozen Four on the line. Penn State's 3rd period was arguably its worst of the night, as its once dominant offensive unit was smothered by UConn's defense. The Nittany Lions were outshot 14-6 in the 3rd period, but Sergeyev stood tall against his former team, and a scoreless final frame sent Allentown to sudden death overtime. Once again, the Huskies were the more dominant team in the early minutes of extra time. A shot that rang off the post almost ended the blue and white's season, but puck luck kept the unit in. Despite being outshot 14-7, UConn controlled the face-off circle 12-8 and maintained the majority of the possession, but Penn State never backed down. The Nittany Lions' golden moment came with just 2 minutes to go in overtime, when its most dominant offensive line in sophomore Matt DiMarsico and freshman Wiebusch and Charlie Serrato took the ice. Serrato backpacked the play, skating the puck in and sending a behind-the-back pass to DiMarsico across the slot, who sent the history-making shot flying past Tung. The ensuing scene was chaos, as DiMarsico threw his stick into the crowd and the bench dogpiled onto Sergeyev in celebration, as the roaring sea of white erupted. "Yeah, I definitely don't remember all too much of what happened or what I was thinking," DiMarsico said. "In the moment, I saw everyone going nuts and decided to chuck my stick into the stands. I thought it might look cool. A battle-back effort in more ways than one sent a team that was once counted out on a trip to St. Louis for its first ever Frozen Four, a testament to its strength and resiliency." "This win is history for our program," Coach Guy Gadowski said. "It couldn't have been a better atmosphere, and it couldn't have been a better game."